Nothing in track cycling is quite as simple as it looks, and we go into this scratch race with Sebastian Mora in the lead. He was leading this time last year as well, and then ended up being relegated during the scratch race, so he's going to have bad memories of this, isn't he?
Listen, Orla, this is like the Titanic. It's about to go down. This is going to be incredible. Come on, that was a good line. You can give it me, it was good. No, this is going to be a good one. It's going to be incredible. The racing's going to be hot, the action's going to be on. And there's riders, as we've seen in the previous races, that riders want to win, but there's also riders concerned about the overall.
You know, a sinking ship isn't usually a good thing, though.
Well, it's not necessarily, but it can be this time.
Let's see, shall we? It's time for the men's scratch race.
Welcome back, everybody. This is the scene outside in London. Let's go back inside. It's hotting up. I can tell you as well that as we're about to head back to the men's endurance, there's very, very interesting news from that league table, the updated league table in a women's sprint competition, because, Joe, we have somebody in our ears telling us there was a 19-point difference and it was almost all over. Tell you what, we shouldn't listen to anybody in our ears, should we?
Because we should do the maths ourselves, Rob, clearly. But Mathilde Gros leads on 120 points. Second is Sana Braspenix on 112, just 8 points difference. Third is Kelsey Mitchell on 110. So 10 points behind the overall win. There are 20 points for the winner of the sprint.
It's all to play for then in the women's sprint.
It's all to play for, yes.
We won't name any names. Maths exams for all of us included, I think, after this. It's certainly made it very, very entertaining. So it is all to play for Mathilde Gros, and it just shows, I think, that Sana Braspenix being up there, because we were concentrating on Kelsey Mitchell, Braspenix sort of ghosting her way into competition.
She got onto the radar ever so slightly, but she has been consistently good. She was our first blue jersey winner
back in
Mallorca, so she's almost got herself back there.
Well, not much in terms of maths to be done here, because we move to the men's endurance category now, and right at the top it's all level. 99 points for the leader Sebastian Mora, 99 points for the co-leader Claudio Imhoff. Now Mora wears the jersey tonight. There he is in the light blue, the Spaniard. It's because he won the race that took him level yesterday, at least had the better result. Claudio Imhoff was the leader. But it's a bit of deja vu here for Sebastian Mora, because he was leading the inaugural Champions League this time last year, coming into the final night in London, but he lost it.
You kept reminding him of that, Rob. Yeah, so Imhoff here, not in the jersey. That could be an advantage, because all eyes are going to be on the leader. Maybe more of a potential to go under the radar.
There's also Matthias Guillemette to factor in. He's at 6 points. Mark Stewart is just 12 points behind as well. Ollie Wood's in fifth at 22 points behind as it stands. There is Mark Stewart on your screen. Matthias Guillemette, young Canadian rider who's come here to really compete hard. We are all ready for a big show. So tonight we'll begin with a scratch for the men. Again, 20 laps, 5 kilometres, and with two riders on level points at the top, things are going to change as the night goes on. Off we go then. Mora and Imhoff at the start watching each other. And again, we've got other riders so close here, they can't really afford to do that in the way that Archibald and Valente were doing that.
No, exactly that. So Archibald and Valente were so far ahead of everybody else, they could afford to just watch each other and focus on marking one another. In the men's endurance league, as we said, Imhoff and Mora are equal on points, but the rest are not far behind at all, so you can't just afford to mark each other, you need to mark everybody. This has the potential to be brutal.
Again, penultimate race of the series. A lot of people going on the holidays after this. Maybe some winter training if they start on the road, but certainly at least a few days off to start. last big effort before that happens, and now we've got our first big effort on the track. Donega at the front. Scartezzini, his compatriot, just behind. Ollie Wood wasn't far away for Great Britain. And Dylan Bibic, the 19-year-old world champion in the scratch, up amongst the first few riders as well. Gavin Hoover, winner of the elimination race last night, Champions League winner last year. And wherever Claudio Imhoff goes, Sebastian Mora goes at the moment.
Yeah, Mora not even doing a pedal rev on the front there, swinging up with Imhoff straight away.
It's a fast-moving start to this race. First big move now. A big duck, big dive, and Gavin Hoover looks like he's got the legs in London.
Yeah, win last night. Coming good at the end of this series. Keen to go on the attack here. Got some chasing here from the Canadians, I think, at the moment. No, that was the Brits. Apologise.
And Prokop Shin is in there as well for Poland, of course. Watching the red jerseys, you're always wondering where Claudio Imhoff is. Here he is on the front driving things. It's Moritz Malcharek who's at the front with Filip Prokop-Shin, the German and the Pole. One of the Dutch riders chasing on.
Efting there. No one else quite so keen to chase, though. Bit of work on his own.
Fast-moving race, this one.
Yeah, we're over halfway through now. We've got about a quarter of a lap for our leaders.
Ollie Wood trying to get involved as well. And all of this movement from behind isn't particularly good news for Malcharek or for Prokop-Shin at the minute.
It's not, so you really need a lull in the action in order to get that big gap that sort of ensures the win or ensures the lap game. But at the moment, they've only got about a quarter of a lap on the front of the field. But there has been another lull now as we speak.
7 laps to go for the two leaders. Filip Prokop-Shin of Poland. Moritz Malcharek, a German rider of Polish extraction. Mora looks to chase because Stewart's trying to get involved. This is Perrett now at the front.
Perrett, yesterday's scratch race winner.
Coming up to the final kilometre, 5 laps to go now. Malcharek and Prokop-Shin just hanging out there. Now Imhoff trying to make it interesting. Stewart makes his move as well at the bottom. This is fast, this is furious. Every point to play for. Every race matters. Every single pedal stroke counts. And in the final kilometre, even more so. Bibic, the world champion, as the breakaway is brought back. And as Mora and Imhoff watch each other, now the opportunities present themselves. And here comes Mora. On to chasing the move. He's got away, he's got Hoover up ahead of him, and Imhoff has missed a move. Imhoff caught sleeping, caught napping behind, and Sebastian Mora straight onto the wheel here. 500 metres to go. Claudio Imhoff has to be hoping and praying that they bring this back together now, Joe.
Yeah, so all eyes on the likes of Roy Efting, Mark Stewart doing some hard work on the front, chasing at the moment. Bell is going to go this time.
And Sebastian Mora waits. Sebastian Mora moves. 200 metres to go. Behind they wait, though. Behind they wait. Now they move. Claudio Imhoff is in the chase as Mora still ahead. Mora probably not going to get the race win, though, as they try to come around him. Is he going to finish up ahead? Oh, have a look at that. Straight out of nowhere. It's a win for Great Britain. It's Mark Stewart at the business.
Wow, he absolutely nailed that. Let all the drama unfold in front of him, followed all the right wheels and just popped around at the end.
You're looking at the orange jerseys there coming around. But Mark Stewart out of nowhere shocks, surprises, entertains. And with that win, puts himself right in the mix to win the Champions League. It's British success on home boards. And Mark Stewart started this series in the lead in Mallorca. He might as well have just saved his very best until last.
I think he might have done. Just seeing some replays here. There is Sebastian Mora in the turquoise jersey. Need to wait to see where he finished. It'll be 20 points to Mark Stewart, who started this evening in 4th place overall. Berkeley here, the Netherlands, coming around with a really strong sprint. Mark Stewart following a perfect wheel there.
Mora only in 4th place.
So he'll get 13 points. So Mark Stewart will be in the lead now by 1 point. There, I've said it. Let's see if my maths is right.
Gets a hand from Hollywood with a celebration. Oh, one of the wins of the series so far. Sensational from Stewart. Listen to the noise in here. Mora rides past and congratulates him. He knows that was special.
Oh, that's what the crowd needed. A first home win in this final night of racing. Mark Stewart leaving it until the very last minute, Chris, but that was just beautiful, wasn't it?
It was. He timed it to perfection. I think we were all watching Imhoff in the leader's jersey, and then Stewart came out of nowhere, and the crowd, that noise. Yeah. I hope it translated to the viewers at home, but that was absolutely incredible, the volume from that crowd.
And it was wonderful.